Welcome back, everybody. I'm Phil. That's Sam.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
We're coming back to the legend himself on this one in Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, we are coming to this from a request from Mark. So thank you so much for supporting the channel, Mark. And this is actually his favorite Jimi Hendrix song. So I'm looking forward to checking this out.
Yeah, Mark has been a longtime supporter and sponsor on our channel. Thank you so much for the support, Mark. He's recently moved to Hawaii and is living out the retirement dream there. So kudos to Mark for taking not everybody's going to take that risk. Or
leap.
Yeah, take that leap and pursue something you've always wanted to do. And Mark did that. And Mark is also a huge Jimi Hendrix fan in general.
But he sent us down the path on most of the stuff that we've checked out so far.
A lot of it, yeah, for sure. And so, we had no idea about Jimi before we did the channel. And fortunately, he died when he was 27 in 1970.
Yeah, September 1970.
Yeah, so he died fall of 1970, right?
Yep, September. And then he worked on this song in the summer.
Right. This came out. He recorded this in the summer, and then it was released the following year in 1971. So he passed away in 1970. This was one of the last songs that he recorded, and it came out in 1971.
Yeah, on an album.
So we're excited to get into some more Jimi Hendrix. And if you're ready, Sam.
I am. Let's do it.
Let's get it started. Okay.
Cause it's time for you and me.
Let's go.
Come to fake reality. Forget about the past, baby. Things ain't what they used to be. Keep on straight ahead. Keep on straight ahead.
Uh-oh. You gonna switch it up now?
Straight ahead, baby.
Okay.
We gotta stand side by side.
All right. It's interesting when we were hearing that solo work there. Obviously electric guitar is a big part of Jimi and what he does when it comes to music. But it's so interesting because when you get into the later, guitar legends that we've experienced, they often have these extended and long solos. But Jimi doesn't seem to have that very often. He has just intricate guitar work and short spurts of it, but it's not this like long-winded guitar solos that you get more so nowadays. I
Yeah,
feel
like later on in
Yeah.
kind of rock. Yeah, no, for sure. And I feel like there's a lot of layers to the guitar work in this. Like it almost sounds like there's multiple layers on top of each other. And I'm loving like the funkier bass groove in this.
I was
love
feeling like
that.
this is blues written all over it to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's so
as
much
soon as it
blues
started, I
influence.
was like, this has got a nice little funky bass groove.
Yeah, it's got a great groove in general, like you're saying, but that's what I was just feeling all the way through with that bass groove that you mentioned, the drum fills and the pops that come through it with the layering. You know, Mark had mentioned that there were a lot of layers to this one, and to catch it all, you might need to listen to it a few times,
Yeah.
which, you know, is entirely true. And he also mentioned that he was trying to find a really good audio quality version of this, which we very much appreciate.
Yes.
Because it gives us a better experience, obviously, and for our first time listening. And I can definitely no, I can't see. I can hear the aspects that are there in terms of the stereo elements, because the guitar that we talked about, electric guitar in particular, is going back and forth. You can really hear that wave coming back and forth. And I feel like that's conducive to Jimmy and his style. It seems like in the way he wanted things to be engineered was that he liked to be really creative and use stereo dynamics and effects
For sure.
from what we've experienced anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue from here.
We gotta stand side by side. We gotta stand together and organize. Send power to the people, that's what it's feeling. Freedom of the soul. Pass it on to the young and old. You gotta tell the truth and the truth. Yeah. They don't need a whole lot of lies. Because one of these days, baby, they'll be running things. So when you give them love, you better give it right. Woman and child, man and wife. The best love to have is love of life. That's all, baby. Push your head, baby. Stay your head, baby. Hello, my friend. It's so good to see you again. Hey, now I've been all by myself. I don't think I can make it alone. I gotta keep pushing my head. I don't think I can make it alone. Gotta keep pushing, baby.
Known as Jimi Hendrix with Straight Ahead. Give him some applause at the end there, folks.
It's interesting because this definitely was not like a standard verse chorus thing at all. Like I feel like the flow of the song, like it changed up a lot with the guitar work, but it also, like we said, because it had that strong groove, you could follow it easily throughout the whole song.
Yeah, I mean, I think a part of that as well was the details in terms of the chords that were used. You could hear it come through in the layering as well with the bass and, you know, the chords that were being used. It was kind of like a stair step, you know, the way the melody was coming across in different sections. You could really feel the stair stepping approach that he was using. And also that he was then complementing with his vocal. And then, like I said, layering that as well in a similar way with the bass. So it was very intricately put together from the melody side of things. So that's probably what Mark was referring to.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like there were even portion of it where his vocal was sitting a lot more in the front. And then at other times it was like a little bit further back
Yeah.
and the guitar was taking the front lead. So.
Yeah. Well, that was Jimi Hendrix Straight Ahead. Definitely cool to get introduced to more of his catalog. And it's like I said, just unfortunate that he passed away so young. And who knows? You can imagine if he was making music with some artists of today, you know, or he went on to collaborate with some of the amazing artists that came to be out there, what they could have produced. But unfortunately, we just got to be happy with YouTube here. That we got this, at least, that we can go back 55
Appreciate
years.
what was created.
Yeah, and we can go back 55 years ago and check this out, Sam and I, because we never experienced it, obviously. Some of you maybe did experience it at the time, but I'm sure we're introducing a lot of people to Jimi Hendrix on our channel now. So make sure you hit that like button so this video can reach more people. Anything else they should do before they go, Sam?
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you could come join our community.
That's right. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Jimi Hendrix and Straight Ahead. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you on our next video.
Thanks for watching.